First of all, what do those wins mean to you guys this weekend? Just besides standings wise.
Keeping the momentum. That's all we've been preaching lately, and obviously 2 wins on the road against a very good team, maybe the best team we had seen all year. I thought they were very talented. Just keeps us running, keeps the carrot out in front of us and something to play for. So we're, and it helps our RPI and resume too.
Is this a unique situation? You talk about the RPI, but being kind of in the pole position in the conference, and yet kind of having to rely at this point perhaps on that tournament. It's kind of a unique situation.
It's pretty unique. I mean, we dug a hole early in the year, so that we put ourselves in that spot. But it is a weird, unique situation. But positive is we're still got a lot to play for.
Have you seen teams in this position before? Is this, I mean, maybe Michigan last year was?
Michigan, I remember sitting with their coach last year and talking about it at the tournament. Very talented team, playing really good, and just but we're sitting in about the same spot we are with the RPI, so they had to win a tournament.
What do you want guys thinking about? Do you want them thinking about getting that number up? Do you just want them? Do you sort of say let's win as much as we can and that'll take care of itself?
In our world, we're thinking about getting better today. I know that sounds and just getting that next one against Kentucky. I mean, we're not talented enough to think too far ahead and overthink it for our guys. So it's I'm sure they read it in social media world. They kind of know what's going on, but I think they're very motivated in the conference right now, just to take care of business in the conference.
What's the keys for you in order to have in the season the way you want it? Any particular things that really need to happen?
We're kind of taking care of the keys right now, I think. I mean, we're pitching at a high level and we're defending probably at a higher level. And we're starting to see some guys who probably struggled a little bit early in the year starting to play well. I know Tony Butler, Alex Krupa, some of those guys have had really good weekends the last couple of weekends. That makes us a better lineup.
We've kind of known the bullpen is a bit of a strength, especially that back end, but how big was just BJ Sable coming in yesterday?
BJ was, that's the BJ. BJ's been a little inconsistent at times, but we know that's what's in there, and that was a huge part of the game. We felt like, especially when you match up with them and all those lefties they had in the lineup, it was a huge shot in the arm for us.
Anything else?
Well, Kentucky, looks like I think they beat Florida about a month or so ago, and kind of stuffed them a little bit the last couple of weeks. What do they bring to the table?
And they beat South Carolina 2 out of 3 this weekend. So SEC team, get a great opponent in our park, and a really good ball club. Very well coached by Gary Henderson, and we're excited to play them. I mean, hopefully in our world it's a chance for a better RPI. It's one of our better RPI games of the year, and but they're a tough ball club.
How do you go pitching wise tomorrow? Is it Stevenson?
We're going to go Stever, but you'll see them all probably. It'll be one of those where we have to keep everybody fresh for the weekend, but also especially coming off throwing a lot of guys yesterday. So we'll kind of mix and match all day long, but we'll start with Stever.
You mentioned guys like Tony Butler. Is the offense kind of settling in? You guys kept that with him Friday when the runs raced and the pitching kind of did the right. Is the offense at a point where it can kind of
I think so. I think our offense has been more true just the last couple of weeks. I mean, up there this weekend it was a pretty offensive ballpark, so we needed that little bit of jolt maybe. But I just think guys are playing better with more confidence. I mean, Alex Group was a huge one, and Tony Butler. I mean, those two in our lineup, which we thought they were going to hit at the beginning of the year, and just really started slow. They've been a huge jolt lately. And some of our regular mainstays, like Didelo had a great weekend, and Sowers had big hits, and Feynman. I mean, some of those guys that have been there all year, having those guys around them was huge.
With all that offense Friday and Saturday, did you kind of have to challenge Bell or some of those pitchers yesterday to kind of come out?
I think that's a part of the, when usually if your Friday night guy's great and it's a close game, everybody falls in line, and it was one of those weekends where, it wasn't Evan's best start in terms of stuff, but he just competed, and so we had a lot of, I don't know if we turned 3 double plays in that game maybe, that he just made some great pitches when he had to, but it was, he competed, and you could tell it was a little bit, the wind died down a little bit yesterday too, so that helped.
How much does Butler and Krupa getting on back-to-back change the at-bats for guys like Didelo and Sowers and Feynman with guys on base?
It's just huge. I mean, and Didelo and Sowers will tell you it's so much easier to hit with guys on base, and Alex brings to us a stolen base threat too, so we get that speed factor in there, so that really helps. And, it just blends the lineup. We don't have as many gaps in the lineup as we did, at times earlier in the year.
All right. Okay.